was the most intelligent person on the planet. More intelligent than Einstein, than anyone on the planet.
Well,
he's fucking nuts for saying that, first and foremost.
he literally thinks he's like the smartest person in the world. He actually
But then again, like, the thing is, like, you can be smart and you can be successful in smart. Okay? Two of those, they're kind of different things. You know, they're different things. Athene is successful and smart, which easily promotes a god complex, right? Because you're going to have money that assures you of your position so much, thousands of times over, more so than what fans could do to you by worshipping and kissing you and screaming at your presence. You get cash on you, bro. You're fucking immortal. You feel amazing.
He's this generation.
So that's what he had.
But that's because you play the act that you have to play. Actually, he's really not that bad.
You can't say that because now they will think that I'm maybe brainwashing you.
I almost think he like might be mentally ill, like in a really scary like.
They think he's for real.
One could definitely argue that
that's when he was with Swifty.
That it has, for many, often been unclear when he is in character.
I am the one.
Yeah, here, like he's is he for real?
You got that?
And when he's being serious. Sometimes he deliberately aims for this, to create controversy and draw more.
That's exactly what I'm like, man. You don't know if I'm being for real sometimes. I think Philip sort of understands.
It was the escalation of extreme accusations against him, leading to
Twitch, cryptocurrency. He invented his own cryptocurrency.
These claims are actually easy to verify as being false, or at the very least be shown to lack evidence. Many companies that operate in the current social media climate adapt to negativity by removing the content, or firing or deplatforming who or what may make them lose potential advertisers.
Yeah.
Streaming, and right as we were getting into it, YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, removed our live stream and gave us a strike. When you get a strike, you can't live stream anymore.
It also means that anyone who knows how to create a well-directed shitstorm on the internet has a lot of power. Just convince a certain platform that a certain individual is trouble for them, and you might be able to get them banned or fired.
Man, you what you guys don't know is literally, like, YouTube used to be so fucking mad. You could actually view almost anything. Like on YouTube, it was there, bro. Like people having a meltdown, like I don't know, people falling off buildings. Like I don't know, shit like was fucking real back then, bro. Shit was fucking real on YouTube. People were popping off for like making a video about like soap, about having like washing their gerbil, and they're kicking off like 30 billion views. Like just not billions, but like people were doing mad shit, bro, and they were popping off. And then like when people started getting their channels advertised and marketing their image, then YouTube was like, well, hang on. Like also YouTube got sold for a start. YouTube got sold for $1 million or $1 billion, quite a round sum, quite like a round figure. And then everything like basically went to the corporate entities, and we saw a shift in the image of this online platform, of this video sharing platform, like video social media stuff, right, that you have with YouTube, what it offers. It all started getting a bit weird. And there was also, I think the most recent thing to talk about was the cancel culture that was floating about on YouTube for people like I don't know, like stupid shit, man. Like fuck, man. Like I think Jenna Marbles, one of the OG creators on YouTube, even got flagged for some bullshit. Like just really really weird shit people were doing. And going hypersensitive on people and reporting their shit and digging through their content and removing them for the most minor of things. It was painful to watch for some people, and they thought, you know, for what it was, maybe people on 4chan, maybe it was something of a personal vendetta. But there were, I mean, so much bullshit, bro, so much shit. And like someone like Athene, tying it back to Athene, used YouTube really well. Like when he says he was smart. Dude, Athene, okay, if you didn't know, Athene used to be on Big Brother. He got on Big Brother, dude. He was a contestant, okay, so whatever. But he used YouTube. He was one of the first guys on YouTube that if I show you my channel, I'll show you what he did. I don't know of anyone else that did it before him, but I certain that he popularized it. Where if I show you my channel, mate, YouTube channels used to be so much more. It used to like have all this space for artwork on the sites. Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool. This is nothing, bro. This is a fucking hollow shell of what YouTube used to be. This is a hollow shell. so you see the banner on the top where my seal is up here. You used to like where you can click it now. It just takes you to my creator studio. But you used to be able to tag people in your banner. You could actually tag, like they've done it here, but they've relegated it to like a fucking section of the monitor, like of this area. But you used to be able to actually code this banner, and you could save people's icon and click their fucking image here, and it would take you to their channel. And he was one of the first people that did Together to the Top, TT, and he just basically pushed content of other people's channel, and it made him hyper popular. It sort of gave him like meteoric rise.
Seemingly physically almost impossible, Athene and Ian personally visited every single house and apartment block in all of Antwerp. Inspired by how far we were able to take things nationally, we wanted to go global. YouTube had only just become a thing, and Athene was determined to find a way for us to establish a massive global audience on it.
Yeah.
Genius plan. World of Warcraft, most popular game, 9 million people play it. I just played the game. 5v5.
He was always exceptionally good at video games and was one of the most feared players of Ultima Online. The first
like he played good Ultima. I'm gonna skip a bit.
Focused on sensational.
So bring you like the long and short of it. I think what really kicked off with Athene. Yeah, people like death videos on YouTube were fucking. They're still there. They're still around. They try to crack down on it, but obviously it's not as popular, as common. But they're still there. What popped off with Athene was a thread. There was a fucking thread somewhere in World of Warcraft. If I can find it, maybe they talked about it.
Helping out. It really makes me smile to see everybody coming together.
Athene stepped up to really create a massive project like this.
He's already more than $300,000 there.
I mean, he raised cash. Don't turn your back. He did it, dude. He did it.
This is what you guys have raised.
He did it. A billion?
Almost
A million?
$1
million.
Children facing the worst hunger crisis in 60 years. If we hit the $1 million, I want you guys to go crazy.
We've hit it!
We've hit it?
We've hit $1 million!
We've hit $1 million! We've hit $1 million!
Someone's throwing shit at him.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
During this time,
Yeah, this was around like even like StarCraft 2 was just on the edge of like breaking through into like popular esports like StarCraft, CS Source, Counter-Strike 1.6, even like Day of Defeat. I think Team Fortress had some early games going on. Enemy Territory. These were like the most hype games. Call of Duty 2, like COD 2. Was it called COD 2? Just Call of Duty, bro. Like that shit was popping off. Like this was the early stuff. These were like the games to get on. It was so fucking cool, bro, to be around at this time. Like these games were legit hype. They were so fun to play.
Legends with Athene's,
and they were always hype. When you started gaming with like pros, when you were gaming against pro teams, dude, it was fucking savage. Like League of Legends popped off, just started, I think.
We had a strong sense of that.
League of Legends started, Dota,
but also to give insight into the issue.
Yeah, Dota was like coming around.
Our visits.
League of Legends was like in its first sort of baby steps.
Major George Arbi, commandant de brigade gendarmerie de Djema.
Major George Arbi. I'm Athene, best gamer in the world.
I thought it would be a cool idea.
Jesus Christ.
To do a Reddit AMA. This takes like the satellite connection through this.
Alright, we got it live, guys.
We moved our live stream to
No.
He was shutting down. And we set up a unique
Justin TV.
Would never make 1 cent from our Twitch ads or even subscribers. And with full transparency, Twitch coordinated with Save the Children directly To make
The thing is, though, he can provide that money for the charity. Charity pay people for this.
subscriber revenue
Charity fucking pay people to make money for them.
goes to the
I used to work for charity. I used to do this all the time, mate. So yeah, maybe he didn't make money. He went a long way from that shit to charity. Yeah, but it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure he admitted. He omitted, like he didn't admit, like he maybe just didn't explain the entire process. But I for sure can assure you, he was getting fucking paid a lot of money for what he was doing, even if it wasn't off Twitch.
the highly effective programs that we agree upon.
Which is great, but I mean, they were talking about full transparency. There wasn't full transparency.
A simple and sort of never-ending humble bundle-like website
Firefall, bro. Firefall was the fucking jazz.
would allow us to distribute keys
Man, Firefall was fucking cool. They released that game with like full esport in mind.
to anyone else. With
Firefall was fucking amazing.
disposal, we continue
Look at this
to
dude.
hit milestone after milestone as we pulled off one crazy stunt after another. And we did several events in collaboration with game developers such as Blizzard and Hi-Res.
I'm just saying how it was, man. This was an era where it was just ridiculous. Shit was real. Shit was so real. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but like just to like really go into it, what happened from my experience in the early days of Athene. Yeah, it says in his video, oh, let's do Warcraft. Yeah, he was, I think, already playing it, and there for sure, bro, there was a thread, and he came on and said, oh, I'm Athene. That's what I tried to find in his video. I'm the best gamer in the world. I'm #1 paladin, and people were like, who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is this guy talking about? And like, he followed up with a video, and he was knocking people out, dude. He was going full tilt and like smashing the fuck. He was smashing people to shit.
But some of the events we did involved an entire lineup of additional
So like, he also played poker, which he hasn't mentioned yet.
of which in 2013
Which maybe it's mentioned in the video.
far the most. By the end of 2013, we were mind blown
Million.
that we were about to hit a total of $10 million raised. Story of gaming for good, going mainstream.
You have raised, in concert with Razer, $9.4 million.
Oh my word.
That is a lot of money.
Gaming for Good, it's called. You're literally helping save children in
Razer shirt, Razer.
Bangladesh.
Athene's Unholy Grail. What happened? What was that item?
It's pretty well known that on the internet, nasty things can happen when you stop making the content that your audience loves.
All of the content that he's involved in is fucking garbage. He's literally just runs around fundraising.
In our case,
Like, that's a bit shit of him to say.
over time. And it started with some
Scam.
making posts about our charity efforts being a scam.
There's a chance that he
Yeah, that's right. They had an item named after him.
of the millions of dollars, right?
I feel like there's some scraping going on, but I feel kind of bad saying that because I'm saying that with no evidence.
It seemed to have
Yeah, like, the thing is, like, of course he is making money, bro. Like, charities literally pay people to do this work for you. Like, to do this work for them. And he could have said, yeah, like, I'm an agent. I work for the charity, but this money is going towards their services and whatever abroad and saving families. And here I am. This is how, you know, end of the day, I need to eat. I need to feed my people. They all need a wage. I'm sure you would agree with that. And if you still got an issue, then you're just a hater. You're just selfish, or jealous. You know, I think Athene was going into that, but people literally didn't stop, dude. It literally didn't stop. People were literally jumping on the bandwagon and saying, yeah, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam, and like no one had evidence, really. No one, even me. I thought, well, maybe this is a bit fishy, but zero evidence.
no effect to repeatedly show evidence or go to extreme lengths to ensure transparency. Nor did it seem to matter that there was never any hint of proof of us actually getting any benefits from our charity work whatsoever. Slowly but surely, among some people, a narrative was being constructed. Athene is a toxic scumbag who ruins games for everyone and tricks people into donating to his fundraising scams. Never mind that Athene, to this day, barely ever did anything in games that would even affect other players at all, and
Yeah.
trade his in-game achievements, most of which are real and some obvious jokes, as
Well, he did push it. Like, he pushed the build meta on, not Is it a meta? He made a video where he played against 8 other epic enemies on StarCraft 2. Like, he was the first person in the world to do that. That's a legit thing he did, which was pretty cool.
Anything to be taken serious. None of this seemed to matter, because Athene had stopped making funny videos, and his charity work...
Yeah.
This laid the groundwork for false allegations that one day reached a tipping...
I mean, it's... like, people want to see... Like, if you're raising money for what, 9 million people? There's literally so many more people than just, like, some gamers that want to see what that money is doing for them. There's going to be a small minority of people that, yeah, are jealous, or exactly, well, 4chan, let's be honest, or whatever, that are going to jump on the bandwagon and be like the vocal minority, like the great vocal minority that are literally jumping on this stuff and saying it's bullshit, when really, like, if you're raising that much money, 9 million, 10 million, people around the world that have given that money want to see where it's going. So yeah, of course you're going to make charity videos.
Convinced even YouTube and Twitch to ban us.
Yeah.
Back in 2013, we thought these accusations were too ridiculous to ever have any
And of course they're gonna cave in, bro.
And we had bigger fish to fry. We were making a real difference, and none of this.
And I love Athene, like, I actually do, man. I used to worship him when as a kid. I loved him. I like, my girlfriend at the time was totally down. Was totally down with it when I was doing my Athene shit. She was down. She loved it. You jelly. You put them on the toasts and you eat the jelly.
You ain't changing shit. This is for them kids, yo. What you say now? You jelly. This ain't legit. This is like.
Why have you got kids there, bro? Like.
Shit about me saying I'm stealing your money? I got someone here from Save the Children. I ain't taking anything.
Doesn't take anything.
You jelly.
Yeah, like, he's just loving himself. Which I'm all for, mate. I'm all for it.
Where am I? In the jungle.
I'm in the jungle.
You just on the PC talking smack cause you jelly. They're laughing at you. You jelly.
Oh, they love it, man.
In your face. Where you at now?
We continued to fundraise with live streams from Ethiopia.
So yeah, they did that. Then
Tanya and then Ricardo.
His girlfriend started streaming.
When I was there.
This is what he actually had a job offer. Something that did worry me. He had a job offer out where you could work with him in his hospital. Apparently he like bought a section of a hospital or something and turned it into an office or some shit. And this was part, I think this was part of the video where they said, oh, you can work for Athene. And I made a call and I spoke to Reese. I got through and I actually spoke to Reese. And the first, like, one of the first questions they asked me were like, how much money do you have? How much money are you bringing over with you? And I was like I told them, like, because I just felt like I got to be open. Like, I don't know, man, but that was a bit fishy. When I look back at it now, it's like, yikes. Like, what? I just want to work for Athene because I love him. I think he's awesome, and I really respect, you know, I feel like he's jokes, bro. He was a massive inspiration to some gamers in, like, the mid, early 20s. Noughts, rather. That's all.
Our philanthropy even landed Athene an invitation to speak at the United Nations.
What?
So how does a philanthropist who gets invited to talk at the UN get banned on Twitch and YouTube without any specific instance of clear wrongdoing?
This guy is super shady.
He has been streaming constantly to promote
pyramid
scheme Ponzi.
I'm not saying Athene is going to end up like a suicide cult.
Talk about Athene. I love shitting on Athene. It's so much fun.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know about any of these streamers. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know these streamers were like literally working to fuck him over, which is a bit disgusting.
Fuck it. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, you can see it. You can see it, man. They're just fucking jelly shit.
If they did.
I don't even know who these guys are. I've never heard of any of them.
Always how it is. Human nature. People always want to, you know, up the ante.
Apart from this guy.
More. So if somebody gets wind of somebody doing something absolutely terrible, they're probably just going to make a video about it and potentially damage this person's entire fucking reputation on something that could have been a lie.
Oh my god, man, Asmongold speaking truth, speaking hard truth.
There are tons of exposed videos that go out, and they're fucking lies.
Dude, speaking truth.
It's not even true.
Clickbait has existed for about...
I can make videos about anything I want, man, and talk shit about people, and it will up my viewage. Easy. Up my viewage. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I want to do it, if I'm honest.
About as long as the internet has been around. But in the past years, every corner of the web, from Reddit to Facebook, and from NBC to BuzzFeed, has been affected by an escalation in these regards, with results like the Boston Bomber witch hunt and Pizzagate, that sometimes have serious...
Yeah, so they're basically tying up...
Athene hit piece. They received tweets and emails from viewers who were planning to earn
about Athene,
such as Disney, Sony, and Starbucks to stop
scam.
supporting Save Your Children. It left them little choice but to cut ties and even tell us we were no longer allowed to fundraise for them.
Wow, dude.
We had long come to understand that it is wildly profitable for influencers to capitalize on YouTuber drama, be it real or fabricated. But for those who followed it closely, it was hard seeing that instead of fighting it, we were taking the punches, as we had already realized we could only accept the cancellation of our charity efforts. The damage was done, and any response from our end could not compete with the virality of these sensational videos.
I mean, could he have been more open?
Immensely throughout our journey. And we realized that while this was the end of this chapter, it was also the start of a new one. One where our efforts would extend to getting involved on the ground ourselves, starting our own programs and inventing new ways in which we could be as effective as possible, but now independently of large donors or matching corporations and governments. Challenging individuals to think for themselves and inspiring a more proactive lifestyle. This has largely been why, over the past few years, more than 250 volunteers have been a part of the group, and we are now a highly competent core team.
This is probably it.
More than 40 people. With such a large and capable operation, it was only natural we would start working on a new project that would drastically amplify the impact we had had thus far. But the internet had changed, and the time where great TED Talks went viral and charity projects would often galvanize massive communities had kind of passed. Everything, including gaming, also became more mobile-oriented, and whether you liked them or hated them, casual games with in-app purchases began to crush even the biggest AAA releases in terms of revenue.
So what happened?
Blockchain token, or decentralized universal basic income technology, will serve as the foundation for basic income pilot programs in developing regions this year. Through all the blowback and obstacles that we've had to face, we have learned that the world is a shithole, in a state of demented late-stage capitalism, which we will exploit with a shameless cash grab that we will use to build and fund stuff that actually matters. So go ahead and download this trash already.
He has been called the best gamer in the world.
Yeah, so there you go. That'd be that. That'd be that.